Shalom, shalom. We the sons of Yasha'Allah, sons of Israel, out here in Colorado Springs, Colorado. All right, giving all praises unto Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham, God. Giving double honors to the apostles and the elders, bishops of Connecticut, of Great Millstone, GMS. A shalom, double honors to them, as well as a shalom to the Bayata Wadada House of David, the governing body, 144,000. All right, the elect men that the Most High has predestined since the beginning of the earth to be saved. All right. Also another shalom to the 1/3 women, men, women, and children, the innumerable multitude. Sort of Revelation 7. Shalom to you Israelite foreigners, scattered among the heathen that look like the heathen, that are not only believers in this word, but doers of the word. All right? We come out here every Sunday, try to start at 4 o'clock, to basically preach good tidings and repentance to you Israelites. Who are the Israelites? According to the book of Deuteronomy 28, the Israelites can none other be than the bywords that are known as you so-called Negroes, blacks, you so-called Latinos, Hispanics, and you so-called Native Americans, Native Indians, all right? So, like I said, we're calling out to repentance to our people, all right? You are the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, which is the chosen seed line, bloodline that the Father is only dealing with. All right? And it's repentance because why? Because our people are going off. You know? I wanted to, I don't know, the Spirit wanted to bring this up. Y'all don't know, Lil TJ, right? Matter of fact, if you could start the book of Isaiah chapter 1, I think verse 3 is the point. But a drill rapper, right, in Chicago, drilling is going to kill niggas, murder niggas, right? No justification, usually. Alright? And the Lil TJ died, alright? Well, he ain't died, Salaki. He got shot 5 to 7 times in the chest, and they saying he has a 15% chance to live. And if he does live, he's going to be paralyzed for the rest of his life. All right, he's from New York. New York copied Chicago, and made it bigger because there's so many people in New York now. Drillers all over the world. I mean, what New York City do, the whole world do. You know what I mean? But I only use that because we've been seeing a lot of rappers getting judged by the Most High. Go ahead, I want to bring that up.
This is book of Isaiah, chapter 1. I'm going to start at verse 1, and it says, the vision of Isaiah, the son of Amos, which he saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem in the days of Uzziah, Jotham, Ahaz, Hezekiah, kings of Judah.
Right. So, in those days of those kings, Isaiah had a vision of the Most High. The Most High gave Isaiah the prophet a vision, right? And a lot of it was prophetically speaking. So we're about to come into the prophecies that he wrote down from the vision of the words of Yahweh Shai.
Verse 2. Hear, O heavens, and give ear, O earth, for the Lord hath spoken. I have nourished and brought up children, and they have rebelled against me.
Right, so he's saying everything in between this physical realm, from the heavens down to the earth, everything in between. All right? He's going to let y'all know that it was only a specific people that he nourished, nurtured, raised up. You see what I'm saying? That he was only dealing with them as children and him being the father. Go ahead,
The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel, Yasha'Allah, doeth not know.
Right.
That's just going to comment that. With him saying that, man, what the Lord's basically saying is these animals got more sense than Jake. Jake want to be every other nation except for Jake. And most importantly, they want to be USDA grade niggas. Jake point blank how we tell them, like, yo, you got literal the blood of kings. And they be like, man, fuck that. And nobody's gonna sell the 8 ball down the block, make a couple jeans, fuck what you got to do. And that's how Jake moves.
Honestly, you know, like we spoke about multiple times, man, it's that love of money, man. You know, it's a popular thing to say, you know, if it ain't about money, I ain't hearing it. Or if they talk about money, you know, we ain't talking. You know, because that's what they'll say. You know, you want to bring the scriptures to it. All right, well, how's that making money, nigga?
Right.
We ain't talking about money.
Yeah, you know, if it ain't talking about, well, it don't make sense. If it don't make money don't make sense. You know,
Don't make dollars.
Don't make sense.
But
No, man, we do this live direct for free, man. I'm for salvation's sake, and also to show ourselves approved, man.
It's like, I was just gonna say too, even just where we're at, it's a lot of tech right around the corner, man, and they making money. They standing outside the barber shop and selling drugs for kids, man, and shooting it out in the parking lot, right around where we at. This shit happens. But Slack, you just want to drop this line in real quick. This is 1 Timothy 6:10, and it reads, "For the love of money is the root of all evil."
right? See, this is how you know America and these Christian churches or whatever, they don't know the scriptures.
Right.
They'll be like, yo, you know, I heard this a long time ago. It was on the Jadakiss, the Champions Here mixtape. You know, Poobs, I guess Poobs made the beat or whatever. You know, they say that the money is the root of all evil. You know, but then he goes on to say some other dumb shit and he starts rapping and shit. The scriptures don't say the money's the root of all evil. The scriptures actually say the money is a defense in the book of Ecclesiastes.
Right.
It just read that what? Read again, Ak?
For the love
of money
is the root of all evil.
is the root of all evil. The root is the beginning part of a plant that it has, it stores the information in order to grow, to enhance.
Just on the testimony,
And
real
it
quick.
sinks you in, you know,
Right.
sinks the plan in place. That's a, you know, self-standing individual.
Slacky, I'm gonna finish this verse and then I'll give the testimony too. But Slacky, which while some covered it after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves with many sorrows. All right. So what happens when Jake chased dollars? Man? All right. Jake wound up in the prison houses. Jake's dirt follows him home. Jake's wife get clipped. Jake's baby get clipped. Your brother, your cousin, whatever, man. And they was looking for your ass. That lifestyle of Jake always chasing the dollar has been one of the most damaging things. And encouraging that love of money make you an idiot, man. Make you act a fool. And just this week, this was a heavy week for me personally and just for every brother in the faith. But man, the crib damn near burned down, man. You know what I'm saying? I lost all my shit for the most part. I might not be able to recover it. And the whole time this is going on, you know, I'm like, fuck it. I made sure I had this. You know what I'm saying? I packed up my bag in a little box. I made sure I had all my books so I could keep my studies going. And I walked the fuck out. Don't care about none of this shit out here. All this worldly shit gonna perish, man. Smoking dope on the corners, making money, the chains, the gold, all this shit ain't going with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? You ain't taking none of this. All, you know, the fancy clothes, the Timbs, the fitted caps, like nigga, that shit ain't going with you into the kingdom. And if you can't let this place go, as a man, as an Israelite man, if you can't let this place go, then you don't deserve the kingdom.
Matter of fact, can you read the precept right after that?
Okay.
Because you know a lot of people read that just one for the love of money is root of all evil, but then going into the same context of why you know Timothy or Paul wrote this to Timothy, you know, especially back then. So how much more now?
This is down to 11. But thou, O man of Yahweh, flee these things and follow after righteousness, godliness, faith, love, patience, and meekness.
Is that the one, the precept right after the love of money is root of all
Yeah.
evil?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Because it
the
says
next
something about
line.
hand from the
Yes, Slack. Yeah, I read the actual verse down. I thought that's what you wanted.
Okay.
But Slack, I'll reread it. This is back to 1 Timothy 6:10 from the top. For the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows.
Exactly. So, see, this is why the elect really got sifted out to understand that the doctrine of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah was truly given to the elders of GMS, man. Because there's no money thing, that's involved. You go into these other camps, they selling breakdowns, they selling hats and snapbacks and fitteds. They're selling tickets for summits.
Yep.
All right. Oh, you want a part of the lamb dinner? It's $12 for the Passover lamb dinner.
$12 a person.
You know what I mean?
When the scriptures clearly say, if your neighbor doeth not have enough, or you have more than you can have, to go share it with your neighbor. It didn't say go sell it to your neighbor.
Right.
Hey nigga, I got some. I know your family don't have
But
enough.
but that in and of itself, just to think about UDSA nigga culture, and that's what I'm gonna call it. All right. Your so-called black culture, that is USDA nigga culture, because you learn this here in Babylon. That doesn't benefit nobody, man. That's the one of the most damaging things among the nation of Israel.
Well, look, Yahweh Shah said, if you love me, keep my commandments.
Right.
And he also said, for you cannot serve two masters. You either love the one and hate the other. You cannot serve God and mammon. So if you either love Yahweh Shah or you love money, man. And a lot of our people love money. And that, like Yada said, that root is the blueprint to create all of the schemes and devices that'll eventually manifest itself later on down the line, man.
Hey, that's
all right.
I mean, and it fits right into with that. I know it's mostly we're speaking about these other nations and how they deal. When Jake starts dealing with people, sure, you might get some money. Sure, it's some Jake that make a couple hundred bands doing whatever they hustle is. But at some point, man, if your hustle wicked, man, the Lord gonna get your ass. There ain't or Esau, or you gonna fall into the hand of the devil,
which is really Yahweh, because he sent his left hand side to come get
your ass.
You got those who have the inability to cut it off, man. The inability to say, this is my line that I won't cross, man. All of Jake don't have that, man. Especially the ones that try to use our struggle, our punishment, man. Right? Because look, our condition is punishment.
It is.
All right.
And instead of these niggas looking in the mirror and being like, yo, I fucked up, they be like, why, God ain't done nothing for me.
Right.
Yahweh ain't been there for me when I was
let
down.
alone when he's talking,
right?
How much cubic inches of oxygen is coming through your nostrils,
right?
And you exhaling how much carbon dioxide that your body can't use while you're saying, what has he done for me?
Right.
The fact that your nostrils work, stupid nigga.
Right.
Woke up.
When there's niggas out here that have to walk, there's niggas out here that have to walk with a fucking 10-gallon tank of oxygen while they walk down the street.
Yeah, I just see one thinking about that.
This is why we call you niggas, man. Because y'all niggas is nothing but ignorant fucking sluggards. You see what I'm saying? And we was all once that. You see what I'm saying? A nigga. But you can't bring this nigga shit into the truth, man.
It don't mix, man.
And at the end of the day, we used to say it all the time. Look, bro, we can't bring no nigga to the kingdom, man. So that's why when you come into this thing, you have to derobe that of which you learned and completely reteach yourself how to act, man.
Hey, bro.
How to carry yourself. How to be a man, man.
It flat out. If you're not in that elect and you is up this seed line, you part of that 2/3, man. The Most High gonna get you out of here. Yeah, whichever. I got a couple too. Whatever we get into today, I'm just glad to be here. I'm just glad to be here. I'll take the park bench in the kingdom, Lord willing.
Yo, is it
Wisdom 5?
Wisdom, nah, put off the mortal man.
Oh,
is it in second Ezra? This place is over because people about to start celebrating that dumbass shit too. Watch the same people that was worshiping Juneteenth about to start worshiping July 4th.
No, they going but Jake do anything to turn up, man. If it's some, hey man, what you doing on the 4th, brother?
If it's
man, get the fuck away from me, bro.
But Jake gonna be there.
Salak, you said I think it is Ezra. I gotta switch books.
It's Tequila Beers and Hoochie Mamas, then Jake gonna be around.
Oh yeah, the speakers might come too.
Especially if there's some drill rap music going on.
Salakia. This is, I'm looking at Ezra 2 and 9. by time diligently. That's not the one you're looking for. I think it's 12, chapter 12.
Well, why you look that up? You know what I mean? Because
Elder Malcolm will put a precept up too.
I got one if you don't mind.
Yeah, you want to bring that
This
up?
is
Hold on. Bring the elder's script out, man.
And this is Matthew 10:8, and he says, "Heal the sick, cleanse the lepers, raise the dead, cast out devils. Freely have ye received, freely give."
Yeah, right. So when we was talking about, you know what I mean, how that love of money, right, is the root of all evil, and even back then, because matter of fact, that talks about the story in Acts, right? When who was the wicked ass nigga that was like, yo, that power that you could do, sell it to me. You know, so I just come there with the wrong intention with it. So these people is getting this truth and using it to gain power in this polluted rest that they think that they have, man. You know, put off the border, man. So, you know, we got this thing freely, man. Because you can't choose Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai chose you. That's why he said it's a gift of faith, man. This faith that we have been given was given unto us. We didn't receive. I don't want to say forced to receive it, but it was part of the predestination. Yeah, it was your lot.
And truly,
you know,
we all are to fall into our lots, man. Every single lifetime you've lived, you fell into your lot, man. You know, as Elder Malcolm has always said, man. You know, there's always been the wicked majority, all right, versus you know, the righteous few, the righteous minority, so to speak, man. Got that?
I got one that's similar. I got one that's similar too. This one is Ephesians 4:22, and it reads that ye put off concerning the former conversation the old man, which is corrupt
wickedness. You know, with the wanting of to increase your standing in the world doing wickedly, man. Right. The scriptures say, "Woe unto him that increaseth his house with things, with goods that are not his." Man, out here doing wicked things, man. All right, just to increase your house. Go ahead.
That you put off concerning the former conversation the old man, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lust. All right.
That's other Jake's women,
right? That's what I think I've heard many brothers say. Man, Jake is like a brute beast. Man. You know what I'm saying? Just like a wild animal.
Well, Solomon said that, you know, in Ecclesiastes, you know, God let these men know that they're nothing but beasts, man. Yeah. Because when you don't have the Holy Spirit, you just move off of animalistic instinct, man. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? This is why the law is so important. And you know, it says the law is perfect in the book of Psalms. You see what I'm saying? This is why what was it, Romans, it says we established the law. Right. You see what I'm saying? Because that is what gives us order in our lives. Amongst all the nations, it shall be counted unto us as wisdom, man. You know? So we rehearse it because there's only so much that we can do in these mortal bodies. You know what I'm saying? So, and that kind of brings me to the little precept that I got. This is 2nd Esdras 14. I'm going to start at verse 14. Let go from the mortal thoughts, cast away the burdens of man, put off now the weak nature. You see? And when you in the truth as a man, I mean, when you in the world, Salakia, as a man, you in a weak nature because you don't have your Yahweh Shai. You see what I'm saying? Only those that is in the truth is able to have that spiritual power, so to speak, to endure hardness as a good soldier, man. Because this is a spiritual fight, a spiritual war, factual, actual, supernatural.
That's why it says when you imbalance with these things, man, and you're, you know, in direct division with the world, man, and you become the adversary of the world. Look, man, you glow, man. The scriptures say that you carry your glow about you, man. That's why when you walk into a building of a bunch of wicked motherfuckers, all their heads turn like a fucking chicken, man.
And I walked up to me when I was at that game. Like,
that's what it is, man. It's leading these books, man. As the scripture says, bless us on that shit. Be wise, man.
Hey, I got a precept to land back for Elder Malcolm. Because he was talking about freely give. This is Proverbs 23:23. It says, buy the truth and sell it not, also wisdom and instruction and understanding.
Yeah, that was the first one I was going to paraphrase. You know what I mean? Because when it says buy the truth, basically, you know, receive that. You know what I mean? because you're not. And let's say you want to say buy. You're using your time to study to show thyself approved, man. All right, you know what I mean? Because when you buy something, how you say, what do you do? What do you do? How do you spend your time? Your free time.
Well, an employer, what does he do? He buys your time.
Yeah, he buys it exactly. Because time is the only thing that you can't buy back.
Right.
You can get as much money as you want, but you cannot buy no time.
Right.
Back.
I want to buy 40 or 60 or 80 hours of your week.
Right. So by buying this truth, you're actually spending your time by read in your leisure, which is what? Reading.
And you play sports too. What does your coach say? Buy in. You know what I'm saying?
Come.
You buy into this, and we win. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
You buy into this, believe me, win.
Yeah.
Good.
So and sell it not. So there goes the other end of that. You're not supposed. So all of this keys to the kingdom that you have now, so to speak, right? You're not supposed to be going out there like, all right, because I got things that I know people are doing, and the leverage is in my hands, and they're going to be looking for, how to escape what's coming. I can make a lot of money on. See, that's that mortal thought that everything is to money. How can I make money off of this?
That's a rock to
Even
the
with
name.
it, man.
In all
That's
reality.
how you can decipher who's out here really teaching the truth, man. Who's the true body of the Mashiach. Because just like the brother said, you can leverage it for money, and a lot of these dudes be leveraging for women as well, man.
There's a lot of leveraging going on right now.
Israelite bishops and them wicked ass camps that is committing adultery, going off with their brothers' women and this and that of that nature, trying to misconstrue the scriptures, man, and put fear in them to get them to sleep on and stuff like that. So, hey, man, it goes deep, man. You can't be using this information to be going over your brethren or kids for care. All right, this book is to give them judgment, let them know what's going on, give them the law, give them the truth. All right, and then that's for them to either bear or forbear, man. Then you move on.
Right. That's why the scriptures say, write the truth and make it plain upon tables. So it's supposed to be easy to understand and digest.
Let me get this real quick. This is Psalms 96 and 1. And it reads, O sing unto Yahweh a new song unto Yahweh, unto Yahweh all the earth. Sing unto Yahweh, bless his name, show forth his salvation from day to day. Declare his glory among the heathen, his wonders among the people. For Yahweh is great and greatly to be praised. He is to be feared above all gods.
Right. So that also, you're not supposed to be going out teaching. How else
Can you do that?
on the highways and byways are you going to be able to praise his name among the people, man? This is where the people is at.
How else would you freely give?
Right?
You know what I mean?
This new song.
And on YouTube. You see what I'm saying? So it only makes sense. So you Israelites out there that think that you remember, because those are the ones that swear that they keeping every commandment on earth. You see what I'm saying? Perfectly. But yet you can't see spiritually what it's saying right here. You feel me? On what we supposed to be doing, man. You see what I'm saying? We're supposed to be going out there and presenting our bodies and as a living sacrifice, acknowledging the Son in front of everybody, so that Yahweh Shah will acknowledge us unto the Father. Because if you deny him unto everybody, which is denying yourself to come out here and feed his sheep, he's going to deny you unto the Father, man.
We must complete the duty of all men, and that is to come out here and teach our people, man. All right, because it is a righteous thing unto Yahweh Shah to give judgment, man. All right, and for those who don't bear, they get judged. For those that bear, man, Lord willing, they can grasp this and be a part of that 1/3 of the elect, man.
Right. That's
the mission.
That's why I say fear the Lord and keep his commandments. We come out here out of fear.
Yeah.
We know the wrath of the Heavenly Father. That's why we're here.
Judgment
In Babylon.
makes sense to us, brother.
And we know that
Judgment makes sense
that
to
which
us,
ain't
brother.
gonna make it, and we ain't trying to join it.
What's the script that say that be fully persuaded?
Right.
And you could couple that with the Corinthians precept for we persuade men by the terror of the Lord.
Correct.
So how are we fully persuaded in the mind? By the terror of the Lord, man. You see what I'm saying? Like imagine, I don't know, like what, Stephen King or something, when he about to make a book or do a movie, the imagination that he got to see while then he directing it in order to get that. So look at the elect, right? Whether it be through visions, like going into Joel, that he's going to pour into all flesh and all that. We are imagining and seeing it as if it was a 3D movie, the terror that's about to come into this world that is coming from who? Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai.
Right.
All right? So we like, oh, nah. what do I do for that's Ezra? We was in the same Ezra spirit, right?
Right.
Woe is me.
Huh.
Who shall deliver me in those days, man? Because we're not going to be able to deliver ourselves, no matter how smart we was, no matter our MMA experience, no matter our military experience, no matter our muscle content, no matter how good we can shoot a gun. We like, nah, we can't do this thing by ourselves, man. Right. We need a savior, and his name is Yahweh Shai, man.
Hey, I know you, man. I know you heard the saying back in the world. Would you rather be feared or loved? You see what I'm saying? Because people can love you and betray you, but if they fear you, like the Heavenly Father, you see what I'm saying? You're gonna obey Him.
Yeah. Brothers don't mind. I'm gonna peel the rest of this meat off real quick. Salaki. Hey, y'all can break it down. Declare his book, Salaki. I'm gonna pick it back up at I think I stopped at 4. For Yahweh is great and greatly to be praised. He is to be feared above all gods. For all gods of the nations are idols, but Yahweh made the heavens. Honor and majesty are before him. Strength and beauty are his sanctuary. Give unto Yahweh, O ye kindreds of the people. Give unto Yahweh glory and strength. Give unto Yahweh glory due unto his name. Bring an offering and come into his courts. O worship Yahweh in beauty of holiness. Fear before him all the earth. So like the brothers was just mentioning, man, you man, the Lord come around, we doing like this, bro.
Right.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? You might even hit a knee, you know what I'm saying?
That's what we're supposed to.
For real.
But when he said, give the Lord your strength, that's what we're doing right now.
Well,
And he literally says, if you ain't willing to come up to me and do that, I'm gonna cut your.
Not, but look, it said his strength and beauty, there's strength and beauty in his sanctuary. A sanctuary is a church. It's a sanctified spot. Who is his church? The Israelites, man. Right. When 2 or 3 are called, all right, his name is in the midst thereof. His spirit's in the midst thereof. We have in church right now. What, Psalms 133. Oh, how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity, man. You see what I'm saying? So he looks at this as a beautiful thing, and it's strong because our foundation is the cornerstone, which is Yahweh Shai.
Yeah, that iron sharpens iron. Like, you're not going to get this type of fellowship with none of your other friends.
Right, and you're literally getting your strength unto Yahweh.
Right.
You could be doing anything else right now.
Right.
Like bro, we was all back in the world.
The iron sharpens iron. They had Rocky and Apollo in the gym.
Doing the same
dance and all that. Yeah, they was doing that dance. Holy conversation, bro.
Yeah, because in Revelation it says, "Sing." We're gonna sing that new song, and this truth is how you live your lifestyle is the new song, man. It's locked in. You know what I mean? Because like another quick time, I said it last camp. And if the elders watching, the water, for linking me up with the brothers down there, because it gave me the understanding that we are one body, man. You know how many times I did a video and I'm watching the elders video and he bring up the same exact scriptures in the same order that I just brought it out in? You see what I'm saying? And I ain't watched nobody videos at all the whole day. And I'm like, yo, that's crazy to give you goosebumps. But even, to the main topic, like me, you able to go to any city, and if you in the same doctrine, whether you're in GMS, whether you're in a liking camp or whatever, you feel me? If you have the right connects and all that, they're going to show you love as you ought to your friends. And we don't share the same mother and father on a physical level. However, I'm treated as such because Yahweh said, what? Show me my mother, my father, my brother, my sister. Those that do the will of the Father are such as these, man. You see? So this thing is all about family, man. And this, what like Vin Diesel in Fast and Furious.
Ain't nothing strong. Not the facts, though. This family is different, man. This is different, bro. There's nothing like this moving on the earth right now. All right? So, Salaki,
and that's why they've tried everything in the empowerment to try to derail brothers, get in between brothers, do this, that, the next thing, infiltrate camps, right? And it always comes to naught, man. And you want to know why? It's because the heavenly body, man, it's going to spew out those that doesn't fit, man.
And you can't do nothing against
virus,
the truth,
man.
You know what I'm saying? You can only do for it. Salaki, brother, you grabbing it? Salaki, this is down to 10. I just want to peel this off. Say among the heathen, like the brother said, that Yahweh reigneth the world. Also shall be established that it shall not be moved. He shall judge the people righteously. Let the heavens rejoice. Let the earth be glad. Let the sea roar and the fullness thereof. Let the field be joyful, and all that therein. There shall all trees, Salakia, to the wood rejoice before Yahweh, for he cometh.
The seed is gonna dance, man.
For he cometh to the judge the earth, and he shall judge the world with righteousness, and the people with his truth.
With righteousness, man.
And that goes for the heathen and us alike, man. Yahweh's gonna judge the whole world, man.
And the problem is,
Right.
you individuals in the earth, man, the majority of you have a problem with righteousness because you live wickedly, man.
Yeah.
All right?
Well, the scriptures is a direct cut to most people's lifestyle.
Yeah.
So you start breaking down someone's lifestyle, and they like, oh well, fuck that. I can do what I want.
And
I
to
ain't
us,
gonna let
it's
no book tell me
to
what
us,
to
it's
do.
minor things, minute things that you carve off you like a carpenter. You know what I'm saying? Carves up wood. But to them, it's things that are massive things that they won't be able to give up, man.
Right.
That they cannot live without, man. And that's gonna be your downfall, man.
And they make it seem like it's these grievous things.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I can't eat a
Laws
pork
not-
chop.
The law is not grievous, man.
Nigga, what? You gonna
Right.
give up
It's
eternal?
upright and correct.
Right.
And honestly, with the other meats that are clean, you're gonna feel better. You're gonna be able to move better.
And you'll get more
You know how
taste,
many
man.
people when I was in Alabama, right? They'll be like eating pork give them headaches, but they just won't stop, and they don't understand that all of the chemicals and the bacteria that's in there is. But they
Body fighting off the
consist-
disease right
Yeah,
now.
you
That's
know
why
what I
your
mean?
head hurt.
All my family, they be gouging down on pork. And I look at them.
seafood,
I look
because
at
they're
and/or
Creole.
seafood. Yeah.
No,
So they
not specifically the
Louisiana
women.
roots.
Man.
Yes. And
I
now
don't
you
care
know
where
what?
you from.
That shit, and you wouldn't.
That shrimp and crab and lobster,
That makes brothers
shellfish,
look like
crawfish.
how them meet the clump niggas look. That's why you look
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, nah,
Yeah,
straight
but
up.
look, biscuit. Like nigga, you look like that because you eat all that bullshit. You got all that shit in your system. I don't know what he said.
Well, I got a script because you said that there's nothing that you could do against, the word. You can only do so for it, right? And that's in the New Testament, but I got one in the Old Testament, the book of Proverbs, chapter 21, verse 30. There is no wisdom, nor understanding, nor counsel against the Lord, man. All right, so there ain't no, all right, let's try to come together and we're going to make, ideas and devices that is able to stop, the Yahweh and Yahweh Shai.
That's the mind of Esau Edom.
Yeah, not even knowing everything he's doing that he thinks
These
he's going
nuclear
against
missiles,
him.
man.
And that's
We're
It's
gonna
being
shoot 'em at the sky.
constructed. Yeah, like,
you got all these
stupid,
stupid
nigga.
Stupid.
And that's why you got millions upon millions of Jake who know that they're Israel now. But at the end of it, only a few shall be chosen. Man. And you want to know why? It's because of that same scripture, man. Those same men are now placed in high places in false camps, man, false preachers, false teachers. All right, leading the flock astray.
Amen.
And you will be punished for that, man.
Right, they think they all gonna make it. They don't
Yeah,
even know
they
about
will-
the
they
elect.
will.
Look at the verse right after, verse 31. The horse is prepared against the day of battle, but safety is of Yahweh.
That's right.
How
Yeah,
you gonna be
safety
safe in them days, man? See, people get like it's when you about to go into war in the ancient day, make sure the horses is ready, feed them good,
Right.
do this and that.
We leave it
right?
dawn.
So looking now,
We ride.
We ride.
yeah, get your, like every movie when they about to go shoot some shit up, right?
Right.
They got the military all black tactical shit. Everybody in a circle looking at each other, not saying nothing,
Right.
putting every clip into this shit. You know what I'm saying?
know what it is.
So the horse is being prepared for the day of battle.
They call that troop duty procedures in the army. You got to do that.
Yeah, you have to.
So we're doing it in the spirit.
It's like that
You
moment.
see what I'm saying?
It's the
This
same.
right here is putting each clip in the motherfucking rat in the magazine.
And it's what? Iron sharper than iron. Because right, you might be getting ready. You loaded up all
Yeah,
your
you got the
clips.
flint.
You got your knee pads on
Right,
and shit.
yeah.
But the brother's like, oh, hey, where's your night vision at, brother?
Yeah.
Right.
You might have. Hey,
Did
that's
you
why
put
you got to check.
Did you put your plate in the bag?
You got some extra magazines.
He'll be like, God damn it. You be like, yo, you owe me a beer after we come
Yeah.
back. You could have got your head blown off.
Yeah,
You
you
like,
see?
God, shit, I got you.
I got you.
Lord willing,
Lord
I
will
make
I
it.
make
I
it
got
back.
you. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, but to see the safety is of the Lord, man. You can't make yourself safe from what's about to come. It's only from Yahweh while Yahweh Shai.
I got a few scripts, man. Y'all brothers just go ahead and break it down. I'll read it. I'm back in
They just be so.
I'm back in
lost.
Isaiah.
Just some-
All right, I'm gonna start at this is chapter 3 verse 9, actually 7, it's lucky. And it says, and in that day he shall swear, saying, I will not be a healer, for in my house is neither bread nor clothing. Make me not a ruler of the people.
So look, every time the Most High through the prophet giving a vision, and they saying in that day, these prophets saw a future date of what the Father is telling him through his son, you know what I mean, what's about to come, the message, all right, through the angel, right? Angel means messenger, right? So in that day is a future prophecy. So in the future, all right, to Isaiah, he's saying that the Lord is not going to be a what?
In that day shall he swear, saying, I will not be a healer in my house.
A healer. So a lot of people going to get sick, and it's not going to be healed, man. All right, no jump shot, no pill, no.
Oh, speaking of that, it just brought a current event to mind. So all in the same day,
with the fire.
with the
Roe versus Wade.
Yeah, with the Roe versus Wade
changing
of the law and all that. Well, they changed 3 major laws, and they made it go first. They did that, so the people was outraged. There was violence in major cities. Women and
all
men.
I saw was L.A. for real though.
It was, I know it was L.A.
Super liberalized place.
There was some few places in the Bible Belt they was wild. I think L.A. was probably the worst though. But they had
LA just like to turn up.
That is, yeah.
Hey,
I know. It's hot.
You know we from Cali.
It's hot. Southern California. It's small.
There's something in the water out there,
Them
bro.
niggas be wild.
Them niggas turn up over anything, boy.
I mean, but it's niggas everywhere. We ain't trying to downplay nobody's situation.
Yeah, exactly. Just
but,
hey, y'all Cali niggas different, boy.
But I do know that they did that, and then on top of that, they also changed the gun laws. And I don't want to get away from the subject, so keep that in mind.
Oh, in New York, huh?
Yeah. Well, if they want to make it countrywide, to where now they're going to change the law to where you have to be older to purchase a weapon. So it's going to change. I don't know. Our state law, I think, is 18. Yeah. They're going to change that to 21.
Like 21 or something?
Yeah. And they're going to boost it up. They want to make
like
it harder.
With the tobacco shit.
Yeah. They want to make it more difficult for kids to get weapons because they're like, it's these young kids doing shootings.
Well, yeah. These little
blah,
niggas
blah,
is
blah.
wild,
Yeah,
boy.
you know. So they trying to get them out of their hands. But on the flip side of that coin, they added a measure to it that's called like the red flag process, or the red flagging of citizens, where whether you are legally armed or not legally armed, they can basically deem you a threat and be like, nah, they're going to do extensive background checks, your Facebook and all of this and that. Yeah. And if they deem you a threat, which I'm sure that'll happen to many brothers, they're gonna strip your ability to get a weapon. And if you already have one, they wrote it in the law, they can come into your crib and take your shit. So yeah,
and that goes to the prophecy in 2 16.
Yeah,
they shall go into your houses sparing none.
And in places, and then on top of that, Ock's been talking about rolling blackouts for roughly 3 weeks now. If that shit starts happening and that's written in the law, or if you think this is gonna be some peaceful exchange, hey,
well,
kid,
I'm sorry, you remember when I brought out the fucking, matter of fact, it was a New York ICE agent, officer, whatever, suicide note after he killed himself, and he said that when the lights go out, all of the red flag threat to the government people, that's when, because it won't go live, like people gonna come in the all black Tahoes.
Yeah, that's
blacked out
windows. When the lights go out, it's time
to put your tax shit on and leave.
I'll be back.
And they saying just like the visions when remember when I sent you with the woman, it's gonna start from the west to the east. That's why I posted that shit on Snap. Because
you see it's the whole western
front, and it's connected. So when that western, there's only 3, there's really 4, but Alaska, Texas, Eastern Grid, Western Grid. You see what I'm saying? When the Western Grid is connected to the Eastern Grid, you see what I'm saying, and so on and so forth. So it's all gonna, you know what I mean?
Western East.
And
Malcolm
always said it was gonna start.
Always said it was. I don't want to but he's been telling me that since since I started learning the truth. Cali was gonna go first, and then so on and so forth. And it kind of seems that he might have been.
And you got to think about it like this, man. California literally has the closest modern day sodomy.
Yeah.
He's probably leader of the fucking.
Yeah, it would make sense.
You know what I'm saying?
Whether you go from
But
the Bay down to LA, like Sodom, Gomorrah, and the 5 cities right in between.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Let me continue on because it's all about our wicked ass brethren.
Slap.
Continuing on.
I want to throw one more thing in there. They also made it to where in Colorado, and I don't know if this is for everybody, but I know in Colorado they made it legal to put the hoops up on children, toddlers, 6-year-olds, and they urged all parents to do this, which they ain't made it like a mandatory, but I wouldn't be surprised by start of the school year they try to make it, or you can't have your kids in school now without
the fadeaway coat.
Yeah, without the fadeaway dirt, you know, which is, hey man, this thing is playing out exactly as the scriptures say, exactly as the elders teach. You know what I'm saying? And it will come a point where they're like, man, you niggas spoke this into existence. We gotta get them niggas. Man, you can't stop this thing. The Most High gonna fuck y'all heathens up.
Well, that's how simple they are.
Jakes.
If they thought you spoke it into existence, would they think? You know what I mean? Would they think the Lord was working with us?
And that just goes to show how deep the veil is on these individuals. How blind they really are, because at the end of the day,
nothing.
They can't see past past their nose, man. You know, they are completely blind
and trying to tell you what's going on. Motherfucker walking around like this.
And that's how they walk around life, man. That's why the valley of the dry bones is so imperative, man. These people are already dead. You have to be given this water to live.
How many times have we said like we walk amongst the dead? These are just we walking amongst the walking dead as it is.
That's right. Verse 9 or 8, Salakia. For Jerusalem is ruined, and Judah is fallen, because their tongues and their doings are against the Lord, to provoke the eyes of his glory.
Well, look, the Proverbs said life and death is of the tongue, man. So if you constantly putting wickedness, speaking wickedness out, that recompense gonna fall upon your own head, man. Especially all the blasphemous type of shit that Jake be trying to do, especially in the rap. I'm this or this and that. You know what I mean? Like, and not the understanding in according to the scriptures, because we are gods. You see what I'm saying? But we shall die like men. You know.
We got zero power right now, man. You know, the Lord refers to us as worms.
Yeah.
You know, how is a worm to defend himself? He can't.
He can't from nothing.
You just step on that nigga.
Exactly.
You know,
like the nigga said himself. Yeah, I'm just gonna step on him.
You know,
so step on it.
I actually had a friend, like, I don't know if she was drunk.
Jake look at each other like worms, bro.
But she texted me like, would you still be my friend if I was a worm? And I kind of thought to myself, like, we all worms. Like, what the fuck do you mean?
But who the fuck?
Would you be my friend if I was a worm?
The earth is the Lord's footstool. We all know worms, young.
That's what it says when you get mad. It's in the morning. It's 90 degrees. You're like, bitch, when you asking me dumb?
Right.
Shit.
Man, I ain't gonna speak his name, but I had a cousin that sucked elbows, man. I mean,
fuck.
I ain't gonna put him on blast.
I forgot about that.
But I just be like, what you doing? What you doing?
You be in the kitchen doing dishes, nigga, just on your elbow, bro.
Hey, Jake,
that's a strong delusion right there, boy. What the?
It tastes like chicken.
I'll be like,
no, bro.
Stop.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. I forgot about that.
Yo,
did he not like ashy niggas or something?
Yo, Jake be wild.
That's wild.
Go ahead, though. This car in the low rider.
Continuing on, and it says, the show of their countenance do its witness against them.
Yeah, man.
You know how we carry ourselves, man. That so to speak, black culture, man.
Yeah, black culture. Right.
That ruins our people from the core.
USDA,
evil culture, wicked culture.
That's what. And also, let's talk about those alphabet jakes too. The LBs, if you know what I'm talking about.
What does a regular civilian do when they see you, man? They cross the fucking street. Your countenance. The stand, tells them what's up.
Just like a feminine chick, if y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, when you meet a brother in
the
law, a brother in the street, a brother of the same body we're in, you meet their spirit.
You know his conscience betrays him.
My mother used to say it too, man. Hey, it walks like a duck, it talks like a duck.
It's a duck.
So like a bitch, you got your titties out, your ass out, you got multicolored hair on, fucking cat fingernails on.
You are a whore.
Exactly. So don't get mad if I'm coming to you as what you
looking for
advertising.
Like,
you know what I mean?
What's up with it? And then she want to get offended. Like, what I look like? Bitch,
you
know what you look like.
You came here for some sex. Look like
came out here thoughting.
I thought you was
I
starting.
thought you was starting.
And the continents doeth witness against them, and they declare their sins as Sodom, they hide it not.
Right, man. See, we still in it right now.
But
It's
you not even
it's your
hiding
so-called Pride Month, man.
Yeah.
And like we brought out last year, you know, like
chapter
Proverbs, pride go without before a fall.
Before
man.
the fall, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So this is how you know this place is over with.
And
man.
this is how you know this place is totally against the scriptures, man. Because why would you call it pride?
Well, doesn't the scriptures in Psalm say, "What has thou, O wicked, to do with my statutes and
Right.
commandments, man?"
Right.
Seeing how thou put it behind you. You feel me? This place try to act like they was all about this, right? Christianity, which is really right.
They say it's a Judeo-Christian country.
Yeah, you know, but
Lord, the Bible, Bill.
you know, you don't have nothing to do with this, man, because this ain't for you. And it was never for you, and will never be for
Like,
you.
And that's why you hide it not. You are proud about it.
But if you look at
you like to make it like you some kind of minute minority who's been oppressed against. No, nigga, you just gay.
yeah,
Or no,
Right.
but you just a lesbian. Like, no one gives a, or no, you just a nigga with a dick that wants titties.
Right.
You weirdo.
or if you, you know, you watch like Joel Osteen and T.D. Fakes and
Right.
what's the other, the red face
Creflo?
guy.
Y'all talking about Creflo.
Nigga, how do you take any knowledge away from? And that's what I'm saying. You got these goofies. They taking millions from y'all. Just do that.
Billions, honestly, bro. They taking billions.
They hide it not. Woe unto their soul.
Right.
For
woe means destruction. Yeah, right?
For they have rewarded evil unto themselves.
Right. So when you see on end time headlines that Menacophaladagis, whatever the fuck, I can't even say this shit, and in Florida, 7 men died that was either two-way or on the wrong side of the street lifestyles.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's what it is. They get the evil is recompensing upon their own head. How does it make any sense to put your broad in something that you
It's an exit.
You feel me? That shit does not make any sense, man.
And how do you get aroused by something that is like you?
That's what I look at.
That's number one. How do you get aroused? How do you even get to that point?
If you
You know what I'm saying? If it looks like you and acts like you.
that nigga that said he was eating that.
Now, you know, look,
I'm not
on the construction, I work construction, right? I don't know, we get a fire hose out, we gotta water the dirt or something, or any other part when it comes to like, you know, general labor. You got a male part and a female part. If your boss see you taking 2 male parts and trying to put that shit together,
Like, nigga, you
look
retarded?
like, how the fuck is the water gonna go? It don't connect.
Exactly.
Stupid nigga.
But then you
stupid.
But then you start portraying that. They're like, oh, you just feel the toxic masculinity. You a homophobe. Blah blah blah.
You're really just scared.
Keep killing me, bro. Hey, I got a set for you though, too, brother.
Go sit your goofy ass down.
Like, what if actually, what do I gotta be scared of a faggot for?
I mean,
If you don't want to get that
yeah,
shit,
they'll get the strike.
Bundle of sticks is what I meant to say.
But it don't make no sense, man. I mean, that argument is dying.
Well, the true, what you said, his gift is the sword. So that's why we got to
But
be.
see, that's the issue that people take with it. Like very simply, the Bible condemns that type of behavior. Period. I'm not.
So,
you
yeah,
don't
that
have to
happens.
feel
It
one way
happens.
or the other.
But no,
That's why the family
but
word
this
over
is
here.
why being a Christian in its, you know, first let's put it, the real Christians are Israelites, right?
Right.
But if we're gonna get on a very low level, it doesn't make no sense being a Christian because Christians are the one that is advocating the most for homosexuality and abortions, man.
Utterly
Women,
against this.
Christian women. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You know how many on looking at stories on Instagram or Facebook besides
Every girl
and,
I'm
these,
up-
and,
I'm
and
up
every
on the
Saturday or Sunday they'll happy this and that Sabbath or Sunday at church and this and that and the third
I just
posting scriptures, but you okay with murdering babies and you're okay with your best friend being the one who's taking his back or up the right, you know?
But they want to continue to live in whoredoms as opposed to be mothers.
And then they'll look at you.
They don't want to have to sit at home on the weekends. They want to be able to go turn it up and thought around.
And this ain't, we ain't trying to bash women, but they be the ones that push that culture. Oh, we gotta love everybody. Love the trans babies. Love the not to get.
They try to hang out with them.
Yeah, but they push watch that culture, and
Not
niggas
even
who simp, like the super
Yeah, the
simps,
simps, yeah.
they be like,
They be-
oh, I don't got no problem with that,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
just to get
How
women.
y'all coming at it?
Right.
And they still don't get the women with that shit because
No.
women are not naturally attracted to that type of energy, man. You
Right.
might get, a couple here and there, you feel me? But women, like, it goes back to the scriptures. What did Yahweh say to Eve after she pointed the finger to the serpent? She said, "Yo, your rule will your husband, your desire will be to your husband, and he shall rule over thee, man." All women want to be ruled, man. You see what I'm saying? So you over here, like, yo, rule me. Whatever you say goes, and this and that. You going off, man. A woman might say, "I don't. You have to talk to me so rough and this and that," but in the back of their mind, they're getting moist, man.
Because she like,
Hey,
damn, that's a real
Y'all
You know
niggas,
what I mean?
hey, them niggas that say happy wife, they're totally lost, bro.
You're a simp, bro.
That's the
You not, and you
That's-
not happy.
That's happy simp.
that makes a real nigga want to fight you, bro. Like, what do you mean, bro?
Yeah.
Happy.
So your happiness don't mean shit. Like, you can't leave that bitch.
Like,
That nigga
What?
got zero
Well, not in
testosterone,
America,
right?
'cause
He's
this-
35 years old. He's gonna
Right.
win about
Not in
35.
America, because in Babylon, bro, everything is ass backwards.
Right.
Everything is ass
woe unto
backwards.
them that call good evil and evil
It
good,
benefits.
man.
It
Can I
benefits.
grab the separate quick?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we all got stuff.
Yeah,
This is
Right, right.
Galatians 6 and 7. It goes with what the brother Tazapani was saying. Be not deceived. Yahweh is not mocked, for whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap.
Man. Right. So this is why in Proverbs 1 it says we'll laugh at your calamity, man. You know what I mean? And one in Isaiah
Can I get the
28.
next verse?
Yeah, go ahead.
For he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption, but he that soweth to the spirit shall of the spirit reap life everlasting.
Right. So, okay, if you can't get over the fact that maybe you got molested by an uncle or some shit, or you was raised around all type of women, or you a little bit too much into your outside, and then you want to feed that flesh. You feel me? Well, it feel good. You go into science because scientists say a man's G spot is in his anus. And that's what y'all ain't hear that shit.
I heard that.
Oh,
Nah, that's what
That
they-
don't
that's
mean
what
you
they
try to
know.
find it.
No,
That's
they
what I-
be,
so
there
that's-
be
so-
chicks, bro. They I don't.
There be dudes
but-
that let a
But
bitch.
they like that shit. The pegging and how you gonna let your woman rod you out?
Nah, somebody
That
told
don't
me.
make no.
Somebody told me that
I think
Safari.
back then it's their fault.
That
It is
Safari
their
did
fault.
come.
They the ones that brought that shit into existence.
No one Esau's a liar. You gonna trust his science on that one?
Right.
Wow.
And then he just like it in the butt.
Wow.
Well, see,
Alexander is
And then that's how you know he do, because he tried to come back scientifically
it
with it.
look like how you say it might
Well,
be
technically,
graphic,
right.
because we're trying to persuade y'all to repentance by the terror of the Lord, man. You continually do that, you're gonna catch the A to the I to the D to the S, man, or some other new pestilences that we seeing now. You
Right.
see what I'm saying?
Hey man, and if you don't turn back from that, the end result is you gonna DIE.
Right.
That's it. Straight like that. Painfully.
they think it's a joke. Like when
They
Peter
do think
Griffin
it's-
was
they do think
was
it's a joke.
singing that song to
Why
that
would you say
patient, he
that?
was like,
Because
"You
it's
have
true.
AIDS." They think it's a joke. You remember that shit?
Yo,
They
and
think it's
Family
a
Guy,
joke.
so they was like, you have AIDS. That shit was
Like, it's not a cheerful thing. It's a terrible disease.
Yeah,
like
that
that.
shit's terrible.
Say ye to the righteous, that is, shall be well with him, for they shall eat the fruit of their doing.
Right, and the righteous are the Israelites, man. They was created to be a righteous spirit, man. So that's why Yahweh Shah said, bring good tidings unto the meek, the poor, you know what I mean? This and the third, proclaim ye to, you know what I mean? This is the righteous people, you so-called Negro Latino Native Americans. Even you 2/3 that is going to have to know it after death by pain, but you're going to come back through, and you still going to get the blessings that the Most High promised unto Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
And in all reality, like I know
Get to
that-
be at rest.
And I know that the brothers, we can come off like mad harsh, but this is love. Like the fact that we chastising you for letting your woman pay you or do all whatever. If you are an Israelite, bro, we are showing you love.
Or
Right.
the scriptures say open rebuke is better than secret love, man.
Right.
So look, so what does it mean, open rebuke? We are out here opening you.
Right.
How many times does the Bible through the Spirit have to tell you to go into the highways and hedges, man? You see what I'm saying? And if the elect, the prophet's not doing it, then where are they? Who is it? You see what I'm saying?
You that Joel Osteen ain't on no street corner giving none of this information away.
Not for
When he is
free.
on-
He gonna
and
pass you a.
when he is on
He gonna
the
pass
street
you a
corner,
collection
he got
plate.
on TikTok coming up to him, talking about, you know how much shit you marked up. He's like,
I want to know how
You know what
much
I'm saying?
money. I want to know like if his following does decrease.
I'm pretty sure all of it has.
Yes,
But,
somewhat.
Well, I mean, the
mean,
elders
I'll
came out with that
follow.
video and said the church is losing numbers like crazy.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's due mainly to the truth, though.
Yeah, that's
The
facts.
Southern
It's because
Baptist
they
black
can't-
churches,
they can't explain
Judah is,
They
and
don't-
the Southern Kingdom, they just like, nigga, no.
They can only compete with,
But when you bring
And the
more-
Northern Kingdom, too. They're waking up to that Catholic shit.
Nah, yeah.
Like, why you touching our kids, bro?
Yeah, and the cartel, they don't like that.
They don't
shit.
play that shit,
They
bro.
don't play that shit. You know what I mean?
That's why it don't really happen too much in those areas, you know what I'm saying?
Well, that's why, like Scarface. Remember when he was in the pub, and the dude was about to blow it up, and there was a kid in the back, and he was like, "Listen, with me, no women, no kids. I don't give a fuck. I can't anything else.
Right.
No women,
No
you know."
kids.
And he was supposed to be like Northern Kingdom brother,
Right.
Cuban, Montessori.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. A lot of them live by code, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, they'll take the nigga out, but
When you
There's
start
a line,
messing,
man.
Well, hey, look, even in New York, a lot of niggas will get spared because he see you with your little shorty or whatever, you know what I'm saying? He's like, nigga, you got lucky this time, bro.
yeah, you seen Killer Season with Cameron. It was on back in the day,
Right.
and he came into the op, and then the kid was there, and he just spit. in the
Oh,
kid's
I seen the
face.
clip. He
seen
spit
the
the
clip?
little girl's
Yeah,
face.
it was going. It went viral.
Bro,
It
she
was
started screaming.
Hell yeah, 'cause he was
That's bro.
but I mean, but that's Jake. Yahweh, no respected persons, elderly, women,
Right.
children, is all going down.
Right.
Like prostitute bandits.
Right. That's where you cut your emotion, man.
Hey,
Look, that's what
when his fishers become hunters, they're gonna be given the spirit of the Heavenly Father. And what does it say? Hey, spare none.
He said,
Slay both utterly old and young.
His anger is greater than ours.
And that's going to be such, and we're going to have fun doing it, man. You know?
And that's how you know we're not fully 100% because you still do have that small respect of persons.
Yeah, right.
You can't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we talked about, dashing the baby's head against the stone, that's heavy, bro.
That's super heavy.
Especially you got kids like me and this brother.
That's super heavy. That's super heavy, bro. Especially one that can't take care of himself, and you know you have the strength to take it by the leg and just do this, but to really, that's why there's so much honor to be looked up to Abraham when he said, "Kill your own son." He was literally right here.
Do it, yeah.
Boy,
Why it makes sense he will make a covenant with this man of such
That means he'll do
astounding faith, man.
Because it was the angels that
that.
stopped. Yeah, it was the messenger that grabbed him up. Like, nah, man, y'all just want to know how
But
faith
he
you was.
believed, bro. He believed, man, and the just shall live by his faith, man. You know, this is why we do videos, so it taught people, yo, we almost out of here. Stay in the faith. Hold fast to what thou hast, man. Which is what? This truth, man.
Right.
This is what's going to get us out of this fucking captivity, man.
Because I could attest, bro.
Tired of this shit.
right, there
man.
was just eight earthquakes in Missouri.
There-
That's the sign of the
There
time.
was an earthquake in Iran that killed
Right.
1,000 people, man.
That's diverse places.
There you go. That's the spirit.
This is verse 11. It says, "Woe to the wicked, it shall be ill with him, for the reward of his hand shall be given, his hand shall be given him."
So when we are out here talking about, yo, you're going to be destroyed, and how you going to be saying that? The scriptures say, go into a wicked, it said it shall,
It might.
or maybe, no,
It could.
will be ill with you wicked ass niggas and bitches out there. Because y'all not excluded, man. All right? Anybody can get it to the Father, and you don't want no smoke with him.
Just a couple weeks ago,
Book of
hey,
Shabbat.
there was a shootout at the mall, and a little Jake girl was the one that got taken up to the spirit realm.
And there
That's
was-
not
there
a
was bunch of
respecter of
wicked niggas
persons.
shooting, man. You know? This
I
is-
ain't gonna lie. I know that little girl personally. She was doing locker room, and she was somewhere she shouldn't have been with niggas she shouldn't have been with. So it wasn't like she was some innocent bystander.
That's right.
Well,
And we don't know what she did in the past life either.
Not judgment.
I was just going to look at Apostle Tahar. You know, we come men and women, you know, around the age of 12 when you get that puberty stage.
Yeah.
So she called her
Age
period.
of accountability.
Exactly. You accountable now for the things when as soon as you get that period, as soon as semen starts.
She put her hands on another J girl a couple of weeks prior to that and jumped her from behind and all kinds of, you know, abuse. There wasn't no fair fight. She was hitting him when she was down.
Trying to be masculine.
Yeah. And then it was some other wicked niggas that told her to do it. So, you know, it wasn't like she was just mad at us.
Man, all the niggas gonna get taken out anyway, man. She was just the first, like, Final
Yeah,
Destination.
no fact.
You know.
Well, the
Right.
nigga who did it,
They trying to
he
evade that
he
shit.
got popped and he's in prison.
Yeah.
So,
And I'm sure he'll die there too. This is chapter 10 of the book of Sirach, all right, Ecclesiasticus, verse 1, and it says, a wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered.
See, wait. See, I just, we got to break it down. You feel me? You know, we can read a couple, 3, 4 people, but we got to slow it down. So,
give him that Kyrie, bro.
yeah, you know.
You know,
You know. Con,
Give him
so,
that Kyrie. Slow it down.
people, if you're not really, you know, you're a babe in this thing, you're looking at other people other than you. But we're supposed to be judges, man. You see, one is talking about the Israelites. 2, Yahweh Shah said, you know, judge not according to appearance, but judge righteous judgment. He's talking to low-level men. These were disciples that had regular jobs, fishers, you know, publicans, whatever it may be.
Regular Drake.
You know, right? Carpenters, all that type of shit. So, matter of fact, read again out.
Masons,
We'll break it
whatever.
down.
This is Ecclesiasticus, the book of Sirach, chapter 10, verse 1. And it says, a wise judge will instruct his people.
See, so what are we doing out here? What is it saying in Proverbs? For the law is a light unto my feet, and it gives good instruction.
Right.
I'm roughly paraphrasing. So a wise judge will instruct his people. So when we out here teaching the book, the scroll, all right, we're trying to be in our wise manner.
And also,
And what is another word for instruct? Is teach.
Yeah.
Another word for instruct is to teach. So he's not just going to sit in judgment, but he's going to teach you how to do correctly. This is why our teacher is who? Yahweh Shai. And the apostles and elders on down. In order to this thing.
Oh, God, no, I was saying it and beat the personal pronoun of his, man.
Right, God.
It's not talking about all people, everybody, all, and Israel included. No, it's talking about
his people.
And you're not getting into that. I'm grafted in. That's not what that means.
I converted.
Yeah, that's not how that works. I'm sorry. You cannot choose Yahweh. Yahweh chooses you.
And the government of a prudent man is well ordered.
Right. So the government is the house of David, man. That's the governing body in the kingdom to come. And the Most High is doing what right now? He is rebuilding the tabernacle of David and closing up the breaches thereof. He's fashioning it. And Psalms it says, you builded the house in vain unless it's not built of the Lord. You know what I mean? Roughly paraphrasing. So the Most High is doing this thing. You see what I'm saying? So that government is well constructed. You see what I'm saying? Is that it?
God, well ordered, man.
Well ordered.
This body is
and
well
prudent,
ordered, man. And we're not following, because the scriptures say what? Woe unto them that run into Egypt for help, man. We run into this book, man. All right, we seek counsel. We address our elders. We, before we move, we make sure we moving correct. You see?
and prudent means what? You follow through on something. So you're not going to let shit fester. You know what I mean? That's why it's going to be well ordered and instructed.
That's right. Verse 2, it says, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers.
Yeah, so this is why, like, let's say, I don't know, for you Purple City Bird Gang niggas, IUIC and all of that. This is why the apostle will always go, there's a couple of sincere brothers in there, but you sincere brothers got to get out. You see what I'm saying? Because, you cut off the head of the serpent, the whole body died. You are what your leaders are, man. You see what I'm saying? So, just like the officers, so is the one at the top. That's why when America sees this sleepy, creepy Joe, they like, oh, we can get everybody from under because if the highest officers is fucked up, everybody at the bottom is fucked up, and it's easy to infiltrate. Right? You know what I mean?
And what manner of man the ruler of the city is such are all that are dwelling within therein. As unwise kings destroyeth his people, right, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited.
Right, so we not out here trying to instruct our people to destroy them. We telling y'all to stop smoking cigarettes and weed, to pull up your pants, right? Stop doing all this cornery and buffoonery.
Hitting drills on your kinsmen, on your kinsmen.
You know what I mean? Yeah, like, that's destroying the people, giving them, ammo, a fuel to the fire, so to speak.
And Malcolm used to tell us when we was kids all the time, just like what you just said, don't give the devil a reason to fuck with you, man. If you out here doing nothing but giving the devil a reason to fuck with you, what you think is going to happen?
Now look, we can look on that spiritually, but we can also look on that carnally, because who's the devil on the carnal side? The so-called white man.
Right.
So if you're doing shit that you know is illegal in a fucking state, you're giving him incentive to fuck with you, man.
And don't get it twisted either.
Riding dirty.
Right. Don't get
You know what I mean?
And that's what I'm saying. Don't get it twisted like we over here with perfectly clean hands. We are out here because we got blood on our hands. Spiritually speaking. Some brothers may really have blood on their hands. That's between them and Yahweh. But to work that out, we're here. Because we know, like the brother said earlier in camp, she was fine. Good call. That's all you.
I ain't even think about it no more. It's out my memory.
Brother, damn. He hit that one. Bam. That's gone. 450 feet. But Salakia, man, you out here moving a certain way, and then you gonna turn around and hit that woe is me spirit. Like, nigga, you was on the block selling yayo on somebody else's hood. What the fuck you thought was gonna happen? Whether they drilled you or 12 drilled you or you got locked up. And we've all experienced something of that nature.
Lord, it's so cold, a lot of you niggas shoot yourselves.
Yeah, man. I know a couple
playing with the
niggas.
blick.
What's crazy?
Done that.
Y'all probably seen this. One of these Edomite Jakes showed me, and I'm like, yo, that's crazy that you've seen it. 2 Jakes, and I'm wondering what he thinking. You know what I mean? Like him seeing this with Jake doing it, and one got the stick with the extender, the other one got the full chopper in his pants and shot him, and he just walks off, and everything okay. You hear the women in the background,
No, he shot himself trying to look hard.
looking dumb, son.
Because why would you put it in your pants?
No.
I don't understand.
No. Why do you have certain artillery that you don't even have training for?
Why you pull it from the trigger?
You never.
That's because he doesn't have training. Why would you put a whole rifle in your? It's a rifle.
And it has
a pistol.
And it has a safety.
Just through military experience, how the fuck do you carry a rifle?
Fucking with both hands at all times.
Would you not just, if you're really tight with it, would you wear a sling?
Yes, exactly. You want to wear a sling.
So you niggas out here pulling choppers out of your pants. You might think that shit is popping, but you're an idiot. And I'm saying it flat out, like, you're a fucking idiot.
Because guess what?
And if you blow your meat off, you deserve that.
Think about the safety.
Yeah.
It's either going to fucking catch your thigh or catch your jeans. That motherfucker's active. Try to pull out of your pants. A lot of you niggas don't know trigger discipline. No. You're going to grab the trigger, then boom.
And it's too slow.
Yeah. So and it's point blank with a 5.56 round.
So if you
right 7.62
and you got a little handgun and I got this big shit, as soon as I even get it to right here, I'm dead.
You got shot 6 times.
You still trying to boom.
You got shot 6 times.
Like, you done
yet? What you about to do?
Yeah.
What you about to do?
It's like y'all saw that movie on Netflix, The Harder They Fall or whatever.
Right. Oh yeah.
I just got the.
Oh, it's heavy.
Yeah,
but when they do that duel.
What's it called?
Nah, don't ruin it for us. We'll talk about
it in a different camp. All right, but this is verse 4, and it says, "The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time He will set it over us. And in due time He will set over it one that is profitable."
Right, and who's that? Yahweh Shai. Because He said, "Wait until I put all enemies." Under like your footstool or
for the world is His footstool. Basically, you're gonna put your foot on your enemy's neck.
And that's to the one that's profitable, man. Because who's gonna rule the earth after Yahweh Shai returns, man? It's gonna be Yahweh Shai, King David, all right, and then the governing body elected, man. All right, and then the 1/3 under that, all under the rule and the law given unto us by Yahweh, man. All right, so that will be profitable in the earth, man. All right, you're gonna have the numbers of the heathen rise, the number of Jake go crazy, man. Travel to different universes, have the fruitfulness of the earth back. You're gonna have grapes the size of trees.
It's also in Luke 20 and 43.
Your children playing with lions, and that's the next thing, man. The profitable things that the kingdom will bring, man.
So when it said, the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord,
and in due time He will set it. He will set over it one that is profitable.
What is the precept that the brother Azar always bring out? The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. They are powers, right? They're gods in a sense, false gods, idols. You know what I mean? But we fight against principalities in high places.
Right.
These are actual people that the Most High set up on purpose for whatever his thoughts may be.
And that's
right?
why the scriptures say, don't follow idols, man. And then you got thousands of Jakes listen to Lil Tay and have gone out and tried to do drills and shot at, Jake and they brethren because of it.
Well, yeah, a lot of these little niggas got to be pumped up.
Yeah. So exactly like you said, man, that's who they're following.
I just don't understand why, like, especially here, bro. You know how many retired military or policemen or active military
federal agents. Let's be real.
Just live in town, and you got kids running around shooting shit, like, and you might not even know your neighbor might have been a recon sniper and he ready to murder you.
They walk in.
You hear that gunshot? He going back to Nam, bro.
Jake dumb. I remember I was, little hotel, little things or whatever, right? A real trained man with a handgun is going to have a holster with the gun inside of it. You see what I'm saying? If it's an open carry state. I'm walking around walking to Jake,
or
Southern Kingdom, or concealed con.
Right.
Yeah. But you have to
you know more than me.
Yeah.
But Jake gonna have his shit right here, handgun, to show people like I got the gun on me.
To try to put you in fear.
Yeah. Right. Like, right. So
but wise man.
Right, because at the side, your arm is already on your side. We're not no alien like this with your arm is in front of you. You feel me?
Like
hold on,
So from right there, and you coming up with it. But you wanna hold on. So wait. So let's say Esau got his shit open carry right here. You got your shit right here, and y'all gonna play Wild West.
Jake versus Esau.
Go ahead. The guy who trained me to shoot, he was this old cowboy Edomite. I ain't gonna front, because that's their blessing. Yo, this man was 80-some years old and had the fastest fucking draw I ever seen.
It's muscle memory.
Lightning quick from the left side, like, and you do shit.
A lot of those competition shooters beat old Edomites. Bro, they don't beat. I mean, there's some young ones, but it be the winners be the old Edomites.
He was carrying a fucking 6-shooter, so that's how I knew.
Because he likes that. He likes pulling the hammer.
Like, that nigga was hot with it. Hit you 6 fucking times.
Right.
Like Barney.
He like, that's a waste of a Glock, man.
Yeah, that's a damn shame. You didn't get a single 17. You had 17 in that clip.
Shit don't jam.
But hey, his name was Bobby, and Bobby was, bro, don't play. Jake, you better stop doing this stupid shit. Y'all don't know what you.
Hey, well, them Edomite boys are ready. I was just watching something on these Edomite militias. They train all the time. Mm-hmm. That's the thing. These Edomite militias train all the time.
Let him grab that real quick, and then we'll get back to that. We can circle it around.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 10, 110. Psalm of David, verse 1. Yahweh said unto my Lord, so the Lord said unto my Lord, right, which is Yahweh, said unto Yahweh Shai, sit thou at my right hand until I make thine enemies thy footstool. So when he read there, what is that, Sirach?
Yeah, this is Sirach, chapter 10.
Yeah, chapter 10. You know what I'm saying? So verse 4, I think, he was like he's going to put somebody that is worthy in order to be the power over this whole thing.
Right. Because that carnal mentality leads to nothing.
Like I started at 41. It's down to 43, but it edifies. This is Luke 20 and 41, and it says, he said unto them, this is red letter now, Yahweh Shai, how say they that Christ is David's son? And he said, and David himself saith in the book of Psalms, the Lord saith unto my Lord, sit thou on my right hand till I make thy enemies thy footstool. Verse 44, he says, David therefore calleth him Lord. How is he then his son?
Exactly. See, because they didn't understand.
They don't understand regeneration. Exactly. They don't understand the bloodline. They didn't obviously read Genesis. People read Genesis and put the Bible down because they don't know what the hell they just read.
Yeah.
And they're like, if the whole book is like this, I'm not learning nothing.
They're not. But it's a puzzle.
Yeah.
And the mysteries was given unto those that he wanted to receive.
Why does thou speakest to us?
Just like that. Just like your nigga brother Polite. You lost me at the big fish. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, right.
That's a simple ass.
And then
how many news articles came out that a Edomite was like, yo, son, I was in there for 3 days straight, and I was had a fish swallowed, and then they do the actual scientific research, and you can live with oxygen and dead krill fish and all other type of fish in there, and he could spit your ass right out, and you could still be good.
And then I sent y'all brothers a video of a
you know how big a whale is, bro?
I sent y'all the video of the
see
whale.
Finding Nemo then?
I sent y'all the video of the whale swallowed the Edomite whole.
I was like, oh yeah, that
Bro,
is
the whale swallowed the Edomite and his boat, bro. His little kayak.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, there's some whales as big as him.
Come on, bro.
And then he's talking about one specific whale in that video when there's other types of whales. The biggest of all being the blue whale. When it opens its mouth, it's taking it damn near a swimming pool. Yo ass could fit in a swimming pool, nigga.
They said that over 60% of the ocean is like never being explored, and maybe even more.
Listen,
it's 95 of it, they say.
Yeah. I lived in Guam. Guam is in the Marianas Trench. They don't know shit in the Marianas.
That's the deepest part of the ocean.
That's the deepest part of the ocean, man. We talking about miles.
They can't even scale how deep it
is. Yeah. They don't. The sonar, the radar don't reach down. You know what I mean? Because it needs something to bounce off of.
They show a graphic. They show a graphic, and they put Mount Everest in that bitch, and there's still miles of ocean to reach.
So imagine that might be the dwelling place of the Leviathan, man.
That's what I'm saying.
This brother's been saying that for a couple of years.
There's a huge noise in the ocean, like maybe about 2008, around when YouTube went up and went up and started getting popular on YouTube and stuff. It's called the Blue. You can look it up. It's this large, like, huge noise, and that was like off the scales of anything. Like whatever made this noise has to be basically like the biggest creature
ever
known to man, like ever even thought of. Whoever made this noise, and it wasn't a whale. It wasn't a noise made by like underground mountain crash or volcano erupted under the water. None of that.
And whales have a frequency they can track.
Biology,
and then look at this, right? Look how close, because Guam is in between.
It came from the Mariana Trench.
Right, the Marianas Trench is in between Hawaii and Japan. Look how close Marianas Trench is to Japan. Who's the one that came out with the movies about Godzilla? Right, you see what I'm saying? Like there had to been stories back in the day. You feel me?
Seeing something go in there, or
that passed down from samurai to samurai.
They say too, like,
and a creature that big could traverse the oceans fast as fuck.
If you look at some of those northern tribes, like
you're just thinking about that shit. That shit is crazy,
bro. If it stands taller than a mountain, one step is like miles, bro, for us.
And they even, all them Nordic tribes have,
the Norman
stories of all these things. The Jorgamunga keeping them from being able to get to certain places or travel too far.
And that was the
monster
would keeping them
destroy your ship.
Hey, well, the Lord has the spirits of vengeance.
I mean, and who knows? Maybe it wasn't time for them to discover certain things. So he was like, "Hey, man."
Well, even going back to the Exodus, when he casted that darkness, and the Egyptians, they were seeing demons and shit. You know what I'm saying? Apparitions. That shit's I
remember being little, and the whole shark shit, and then when they came out with the megalodon.
Yeah, that big ass
megalodon. You feel me?
Have you seen that movie? Have you seen that movie?
That's a whale, but it's a shark. It's a predator.
Yeah, with a mouth wide enough to swallow a cruise liner. Like what?
That's what I'm saying.
Because really, only the killer whale is the only whale that's a predator. So for that, bro, come on, bro.
Mouth in the wave, bro. Bigger.
Hell.
And that's why even that Kraken, what you saying with a squid or something being so large,
bro.
There's jellyfishes as big as motherfucking
trees. Honestly, they're that long.
You know what I mean? This shit.
And places like the Mariana Trenches where the giant squid like.
So when David says in Psalms and everything, the Most High is great. His name is great upon the greatness that he has done, the things that he has made, man. And everybody's gonna know the name of Yahweh, man.
And did you have more on that?
I got one more set.
Kill the rest of that off, and then I gotta close.
Shit, even the darkness of the bottom ocean is scary. When you see that little fish with the light, and then they got them teeth, I'll be spooked to that, bro. Like I don't even need to see that bigger.
That's how Egypt felt. Remember, he said the darkness that you can
right. I was talking about that.
Imagine being just the ocean by itself at nighttime, and you on the top.
Hey, they got a TikTok on a cruise ship, and he was just like looking at the cruise ship, and he went over, and it was playing the scary music, pitch black, bro. There's no ambient light.
Yeah.
Nah, bro.
Oh, I seen that. Is that the one with the
and it has that weird, like creepy old Norse like song.
Yeah, he's putting like a light out on the water.
Yeah, and it's bro.
And he was like, "This is what it's like to be in open water at night," and I was like, "Fuck that." No, baby.
So think about them World War II stories where niggas were stranded on a piece of rubber, nigga. Sharks, whales, nigga.
That's their domain, dog.
No, boy.
No, I don't do roller coasters.
I pray when I'm in the airplane. I be like, Lord, please don't
don't
let this shit
I
drop.
pray and then I go
I
to
know I ain't
sleep.
supposed to be.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and if
go
I
to sleep
die,
too.
because I would have died in a state, and I just wake up, I'm in a chair.
You like, yo, fuck that
I
plane
ain't trying
crash.
to tempt the Lord into fucking me up or catching me somewhere I ain't supposed to be.
I look out the
we got
window
chapter
like I'm
10,
gonna get my
verse
last
5.
We got
glimpse.
10% left on the
Oh, come on.
Go ahead, I got one.
Last verse, and it says, and in the hand of Yahweh is the prosperity of the man, and upon the person of the scribe shall he lay his honor.
Now look, right? In the prosperity of a man, is in basically the Lord is able to give prosperity to whoever he wants. Doesn't it say in Ecclesiasticus that it's an easy thing to make a poor man rich? Right? We are poor right now, but we're rich with this truth. But we're gonna get actual real riches, suck the milk of the Gentiles, so on and so forth. The kingdom's gonna be built with all type of stones and shit like that. In the kingdom, man, it's gonna be like this, bro. We're gonna be doing all this living. Remember, we're gonna be damn near off the grid because we didn't take the chip. And the next thing you know, boom, we gonna gold gonna be everywhere, diamonds gonna be everywhere, this gonna be everywhere, just like this easy thing.
Right,
You was poor, boom.
He said,
Now
"Put
you
down."
go.
He said, "I put down one and lift up another."
Mm-hmm.
And that's
Yeah,
Jake and
in our
Esau.
vision, we are supposed to be reading. We're supposed to be studious, man. Like it says, upon the person of the scribe shall he lay his honor. The person that's in this doing the work, trying to, figure out more breakdowns, trying to, put together videos to be edifying, trying to, keep the honor, keep the law, statutes, and commandments, pushing this vibration out unto the people, man.
Remembering the Sabbath, all those kind of things.
But go ahead. I'm done now.
No, you good. Slakia, this is and I just want to we'll close out with this one. But then I was also going to land back off you because Habakkuk 2:7, you basically just said it though. Like y'all gonna be booties, man. The people who are outside of this fold, you gonna be booties as in loot. All right.
Give me the loot. Give me the loot.
Yeah, it's gonna be like that, straight like that. If you don't understand what I'm saying,
Well, and Daniel says that the saints shall take the kingdom.
Exactly.
Right? So you're gonna, when we say give me, you gonna give it up.
yeah, give me the loot. Give me the loot.
And not just that, they're gonna build it.
Y'all
think it's good? You're not getting out of this.
So, Salakia, I want to leave brothers with some comfort in knowing that even though we got to go through this great tribulation, and you may go through great tribulation. All these brothers standing here have been through some shit, and they still here. So, Salakia, I want to just drop this out. This is Isaiah 66. I'm gonna start at 13, and it reads, "As to whom his mother comforts, so I will comfort you, and ye shall be comforted in Jerusalem." All right.
And that's really Jerusalem is where the truth is at.
Right.
So this truth is what's going to comfort you, because that's where the Ark of the Covenant, basically his spirit, where he chose to lay his name at.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So his name is really this truth. You see what I'm saying? He exists. How do you know he exists? By us being in this truth, man. You know what I mean?
And
so
by the fulfilling of his prophecy.
Right. So that's what comforts us.
Have you not seen?
Comfort ye one another with these words, Paul said.
Have ye not heard?
Yeah.
Ye not remember?
Well, that's a look. No eye have seen or ear have heard the things that the Father has prepared for them,
right.
In the kingdom, roughly paraphrasing, man.
Yeah.
We can't even fathom the greatness, bro. He's like, you ever, imagine
Just imagine
having
having
rich
superpowers,
cousin, right?
though.
A rich cousin, and he like, yo, I got you,
Like
son.
Dubai
And you
rich.
like, yo, wait, hold on, son. And your favorite car, I don't know,
Right,
let's
right.
say a BMW, and this nigga gets you $1.8 million, 0 to 1 second, 60, whatever
0
the fuck.
to 80
You
in
like, yeah,
second.
and you like, yo, I just wanted to be in for. He's like, listen, I can't.
But that's gonna be. But the
You know,
rich is
it's
gonna be a
gonna be
small
better than
thing
the
though.
BMW,
'Cause
though.
he gonna give you a chariot, but you won't be able to fly.
Yeah.
You don't try to race your chariot.
Yeah,
You gonna use your mind. I'm gonna race this shit right
Like,
now.
yo, you gonna be
Who's
like,
faster, Lord?
yeah,
Who's
Yo, we
faster?
racing in Pluto, my nigga. Like, who got the quickest? Nah, but Lord willing. Because Jake just stunned. This is Isaiah 66 and 14, and it reads,
Come on, bro.
when you see this
Walking over the heathen while they work on the
in the air,
through the air,
Floating
bro.
above
Through the air, yeah.
watch walking in Calabasas.
Like,
That's some cold
move
shit.
that rock, nigga.
Move that rock. Slaki. This is Isaiah 66 and 14. And when ye see this, your heart shall rejoice and your bones shall flourish like an herb. And the hand of Yahweh shall be known towards his servants, and his indignation towards his enemies.
That's right.
For behold, Yahweh will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire.
Any of y'all been in a hurricane or even next to a tornado and the rushing wind, or even the little thing in the mall?
I was on
where
Fort
you
Benning,
stand
bro.
on it, and the wind is blowing against you to give you a simulation. When these chariots come, this type of destruction that the chariots is going to cause amongst Esau sitting in the sides of the north here in Babylon the Great. You know what I mean? You can't even fathom, bro.
Hey, quick edification. I was on Fort Benning and the tornado was like on Benning, bro. We was in the field. They had to take us out the field. So they're going to show you Esau can't even stand the wrath of the Heavenly Father. You have to shut down that war shit.
You can't stop no so-called Mother Nature natural disaster.
Okay, like, we're trying to fight. How you going to continue a war in a Category 5 hurricane?
Yeah.
Niggas just blowing away.
And they show you that in the new Battlefield. The Battlefield just came out.
Yeah,
It's
Battlefield does that. It does.
And there'll be, a whole...
that's
the
Esau
Earth is
being the
fucked
devil.
up in the Battlefield.
Yeah,
it's a movie?
Yeah,
no, it's a game. It's a game. It's pretty good.
There's crazy weather events that happen mid-match, so they'll drop you in the match.
Like you'll be shooting at somebody, then you start flying backwards, you get sucked up in the tornado, bro. I'm like, what the fuck?
Versus us in this game, it's the rookies versus the U.S. And in the middle of the game, a tornado will come through.
Well,
you can't run through it. Like you'll try to go through it, and your character will
like
get
you have to
up
hop in
and
a whip and then like drive off because that shit'll pick your
like
ass
if you're
up.
trying to shoot through it and
You running.
the red dot don't work. So you can't.
Yeah, your red dot go away, so you can't.
And you're like
use
your
your
scope
scope
because like you're trying to fucking aim it, and you're under immense pressure.
And
so
then you be telling
you got to run out of it.
We'll be yelling at each other like, "Hey, it's 6 meters. It's 6 meters. 60 meters from us. We gotta move or whatever because you can't fight.
Bro.
You can't fight like that. You stay stagnant for too long, you're gonna get swept away.
Yeah, in real life, your ass gonna hit some debris and be dead anyway. You ain't
They always
shooting shit.
They always did that in Battlefield. Remember when they flood? Remember when they would flood the battlefield and that one, and then you have to take to the rooftops.
That's my favorite mission in Battlefield 4. I know the flood zone.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
boy, the flood zone.
Flood zone. All rooftop. It's like New York. Just imagine shooting rooftop to rooftop.
But like if you fall off a building, you falling in the water.
Go ahead and finish up, bro.
But here, Slacky, we didn't mean to get
off track. That shit is heavy.
But let me finish this out real quick. This is down to 16 in Isaiah 66, and it reads, "For by fire and by his sword will Yahweh plead with all flesh,
That's right.
and the slain, the slain of Yahweh shall be many." All right, they that sanctify themselves and purify themselves
with what? See, that's why in Ephesians it says by washing of the body by the water, which is our word.
That's right. In the gardens behind the one tree, in the midst, eating swine's flesh, and the abomination and the mouse shall be consumed together, saith Yahweh.
Right.
All right.
So if you continue to eat pork, you're gonna be destroyed.
And along with all those other things that brothers spoke on today, like you keep doing
that Sodom and Gomorrah lifestyle.
You keep doing the Sodom thing,
the drill
you
shit,
keep hitting drills. You keep selling drugs.
You keep being R. Kelly.
Right.
Bitches.
Yeah. You keep doing.
You keep being a bald face ass nigga like Michael Jordan.
Now we understand the laws. Some niggas get it twisted. Like, you can do this and that. We know. Okay. We just not trying to give them other idiots the ammunition to come against us.
No, and I'm simply speaking on most of the adultery, man.
Yeah,
every bitch you done fucked here done fucked somebody else.
No, for real.
Unless you start a young boy, like junior high status.
Hey man, I mean if you can find.
But I grew up in Cali though, so chicks even in junior high was fucking like 24-year-olds.
I mean, at some point you gotta,
Yeah, but you ain't gonna lay down.
You ain't gonna pop nothing.
I don't know already. Basically,
and that will be not over righteous. The scripture say you'd be over there like, man, I wish I had some pussy.
Yeah, facts.
This is down to 18. For I know their works and I know their thoughts. It shall come and it shall gather all nations and tongues, and they shall come and see my glory. And I will set a sign among them, and I will send those that escape of them unto the nations, to Tardash, to Paul,